Okay. So this player here, Seraphim, looks like we played Thing, Fanta, and Iron Man in this. We went 5-3, one final hit. Looks like your most final hits was your Hawkeye. This guy was support the whole time, support the whole time. This guy switched between tank and DPS. And this one's switched between tank and DPS as well. This, I believe, is in a Silver 3 lobby.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Let's get to it.
You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
You're starting off as Iron Man.
Leave it to T'Challa to rise above his fellow
You're on
man.
offense.
Literally.
The enemy is here.
I honestly like your positioning here. It's not bad. You can rotate even to the left of this little statue here to your left, so that you can have some more cover. You probably don't need as much in silver, but that will be helpful down the road.
Anyone going to help?
Another Daredevil. Man, this hero has given you trouble lately, isn't he? When you are running as Iron Man, what you typically want to do is you want to run, yes, as fast as you can, but you want to make it very hard for the enemy to hit you. And what I mean by that is you want to choosing Iron Man here.
If I'm not joking
This is
about
how you fly
something,
fast,
know
yeah.
I'm not taking it seriously.
When you are running as Iron Man,
I don't think that's
you
the
don't want
welcoming
to just run in
committee.
a straight line. You want to do something like this, and then you want to just be everywhere. A lot harder to hit. Looks a little crazy on your screen, but you cannot be hit as easily. They will still hit you in high ranks, but it makes it a lot harder. Where am I? Here we go. Okay, let's go back. Okay,
The right
I have a
heroes
feeling
can
that
make
you're gonna
all the
switch off
difference.
of Iron Man, by the way. Let's see, this is right when... Yeah, he did switch.
There we are.
Or no, this is it. Yeah, okay, all your people die. You die. You switch right away?
Everybody
stay?
ready?
Yeah, you're gonna switch. Okay, so I'm seeing a pattern. We run into an issue, we switch. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but swapping heroes just doesn't immediately just get you the win, and it doesn't make you a better player. Staying on the same hero and figuring out what's wrong does make you a better player. It seems like your default is Mr. F here, which is fine. If you want to play a bunch of Mr. F, you can do quite well with Mr. F. So I'm curious what your thought process is here, why you went. It's got to be for Daredevil, right? You're like, oh, it's Mr. F. Nice job. You know about the tech too, the wiggle tech, where you're looking to hit multiple people here
Feeling fantastic.
with the cleave damage. You used your C right there. No one was shooting at you. In fact, no one was even really looking at you. Well, I would typically use my C if I was rounding this corner. Then I would click C as I'm rounding the corner, just in case I get dinked by someone and I need some health right away. Good job.
Trouble has
Good place the shift there. Smack him. Don't let him hurt your supports. You don't have to kill him. You can try to kill him.
I can go on without you.
I don't know if there's any reason to click shift here. I don't think I would have clicked shift there. You're also not really taking damage. I'm not sure I would have clicked C there. You're amongst your team. You're amongst your healers. You're kind of burning resources, and this guy is resource dependent. Marvel Rivals in general is resource dependent, but to stay alive, Mr. F can stay alive forever if you're good with your resources. We're kind of burning him here.
Shield activated. Quite the collaboration. Ragnarok is coming. Fantastic!
Actually, don't hate this at all. You're on their supports.
Hello there.
Okay, so there I would have smacked him left to right or right to left and then gone the other way. So just, left click, smack him all the way across, smack him all the way across. You would have gotten 2 hits on each, 4 hits total. And instead, what you actually did was you right clicked and then you immediately went into your shift, which is interesting because you live here without clicking your shift. And now you're burning your shift. You're pretty deep. They might kill you here too. If the Shark and the Luna are aggressive enough, they might kill you here because you've burned your shift now. You're get out of jail free.
Leave them to Khonshu.
Okay. And the pattern returns. So last game we were Wanda. Then what was it? Fanta, then Squirrel Girl, then Thing. And we skipped the Squirrel Girl and the Wanda. So this time we went Fanta and then we died because we made cooldown mistakes. Not because Fanta is a bad hero, but because we made cooldown mistakes and now we switched to the Thing. Now I don't hate the Thing here. The Thing's pretty good against Venom. No problems. Again, it's not about the hero choice. It's about you could have stayed on Fanta. He's fine there too. So let's see what you do with the Thing here.
Here's how you shoot.
So you have the ability in your settings clicked with the Thing where you can, where it's like hold to dash, which is good. What's bad is that you didn't hold it down to dash onto that enemy. What you typically want to do in that case is you hold it down and you dash onto the enemy that you just saw there. You can do it for quite a while. I think it's a 5 or 6 second dash. It's very long. You're kind of alone here. Thor's cookie now. That's good. Feel better about this. Did you have your dash? You did have your dash. When you hear the num 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 sound, you are immediately wanting to look at the ground. Watch the ground. Do you see there's color on the ground? That's, oh, you did have your, okay, my bad. You didn't have your shift yet. Nope, you were gonna get eaten regardless. Not your fault.
I'm not in control here.
You probably died. Oh, you did. That's huge. Hopefully all your people died.
Behind you, nobody can hurt us now. I am ready to put on a show.
Ulting. So I haven't seen you do a full dash yet, which is your shift. And your shift while dashing gives you 200 extra shielding while you're dashing, which is just free health. And it takes stress off of your healers. And when you're hitting people and knocking them up into the air, that does way more damage than slamming your fists on the ground. Slamming your fists on the ground does a little tiny bit of damage, but really what it's useful for is it obviously has the, I think it's called grounded effect, where it takes away their any like movement abilities, any kind of other people that have dashes or venom swing or whatever. So what I'd like to see you do here is just use a full shift and just run around the point, literally in a circle, just hitting people and over. You would be surprised that something this simple is it's a big deal on the point, because it makes the healers kind of lose their minds, especially that we're in like Silver 3 right now. It makes the healers lose their minds. You'll also get a lot more ult charge for it. You almost have your ult here. I'm curious to see what you do with your ult. She's still dancing. You're dead here. That's tough. So he ults, kills some people, you ult them. Typically, want to make sure your team's safe, but the shark really messed up your world there. I want to see you do a full dash. Hey, you jumped to your friend. I like that. You're gonna get ulted here. You're all dead. Okay, so again, on defense, it's whatever, because defending against a point that you haven't even taken is like insanely hard. So lessons to be learned is that you just insta swap, and I see this a lot with like low rank players. I don't necessarily know why they do it. I think it's because they think that the hero is going to change the outcome of the game, when in reality it's your gameplay that's going to change the outcome of the game. Especially in the first one, where you swapped between, it was 3 different heroes that can peel really hard. Wanda is good for peel, Fanta is good for peel, Thing is good for peel, and yet you still swap between the 3 of them, losing your ult, never getting an ult. In fact, of these 2 VODs that I'm going to review here, you only got to use 1 ult. So I would say your question was like, hey, is it all mechanical? Just, give it to me straight. Yeah, there's some mechanical stuff here, but you can tell that most of this stuff is decision making. Like, you're not even really playing mechanically intense heroes. Not really. You're playing like Wanda, Thing, Fanta. These aren't mechanically intense. A lot of it's decision making. Also, just know in Silver, there's a lot of Smurfs. There's a lot of Smurfs everywhere. I was playing in a GM game the other day, and there was a Smurf that was an Eternity Smurf, and he was dinking everyone. You're going to run into Smurfs everywhere. But in general, it's really about how you play. And I think if you look at some of these tips here, like, it sounds like you always go back to Fanta right away. But then you go to Thing if Fanta's not working. So I don't actually know which one you like better. I think pick one of those, maybe both, and get really good at those if you feel like those are your heroes. If you feel like Iron Man is your hero, which we saw about 5 seconds of gameplay of Iron Man, then that's cool. Main Iron Man. What I'd really like to see is you pick 3 heroes that you want to get good at. Just 3. 1, 2, and 3. Because when you get into gold, they're going to ban heroes. And if one of your heroes or 2 of your heroes get banned, now you have another one. Or if someone locks your hero, now you can play another one. I don't care if it's a support, a DPS, or a tank. You could have 1 in each category. Just pick 3 heroes that you want to get good at and get really good at those heroes. Anyway, I think that you're able to level up and rank up if you kind of change your decision making a little bit. You really want to just look at your cooldowns. A lot of these heroes are not aim intensive; it's just cooldown. Let me know if you got questions. Hopefully this VOD review helps a little bit. And yeah, I guess DM me if you have questions.